Hey, it's Bill coming at you from Santa Monica, California. I've gotten so much lazier since I've got my truck to store things in. Pathetic. Fall right back into my old habit. Habit, nothing. I wish I had one habit. Habits. Yeah, yeah, I kind of noticed that. Me getting back into my old habits again. I gotta get. At least drinking isn't on that list. But some of my old habits are. It's quite confusing, to be perfectly honest with you. Being honest is it's easy to do, but it's very lonely. But you know, when I when I think about that, I gotta think to myself, if those are, if that's the kind of friend they are, then I must be picking out the wrong people. So when I get a group of friends that can put up with me, my melon, and my truth, this is why I know there's no way in the world. I'm not even hoping for a girlfriend. Just find me a girl that fits that. Please. And it's just not going to happen. But at least I know it. I'm going to find out. I, I mean, I don't know. I get all sorts of thoughts in my head. I don't know that city living is, I'm used to being I look at a piece of land now in California, period. There's, other than the place in Santa Monica that I like, literally above and beyond the lot in Malibu that I like, there's a piece of, it's like 100 acres, 110 acres, right on the ocean in California. I'm sure the coastline, I haven't seen it, they just have a picture of it. I'm sure that the coastline is beautiful. And, you know, with that many acres, I'm sure you get quite a few feet of it. So it's going to be some rocks and it's going to be, I would hope, some beach. But I don't know. I didn't see it. And I've never been on the beach up that far. The furthest I've been north of me here is Malibu. And I have gone all the way to not the Mexico border, but I could see it. And you can see the water. You know, it's not like you're at the beach, but you can see it through the alleys and roads and stuff like that. And I've only touched my toe in here. I mean, literally, that's all I did. It's, I mean, I'd have no problem with a wetsuit. That'd be great. I've had no problem with that. I don't own one here. I wouldn't even know where my old one is. Not a clue. I don't know why I'm babbling. I'm trying to keep this as a rhythm, and I know I'm getting that all messed up. Uh, well, anyway, there's not a lot to tell you tonight. It's Saturday. It's a beautiful evening. Temperature's gorgeous. Sunset's not as pretty as it usually is, so it's a little cloudy right now. No, I wouldn't call it cloudy. It's not even overcast. It's not from the smog clears up. I mean, even I can tell the difference. I've only been here 3 years. The people that have been here 20 years are like, you couldn't see that. Well, I know it's way short of what I usually want to do, but I don't know what kind of mood I am. I kind of been in a foul mood all day. I don't know why now that I think about it. I don't know why I'm in a foul mood, because that's what it feels like now that I think about it. Maybe that's not why I'm laughing, and I usually am not in a foul mood, so there must be something wrong. What in the world that started off my day so bad? Because I miss seeing my friend at the farmer's market. I forgot all about it. I saw her riding my bike back here at like 4:30. After 5. I'd forgotten about it all. So something really bad happened this morning, and I must be blocking it out. What the heck happened? Not missing anything. This is what happens to me constantly. I mean, I can forget whole days. Sometimes these little things that I've been doing to kind of keep up with my habit help me remember stuff. I actually made an appointment with my psychiatrist. Well, I just call her my head doctor. I talk to her about all sorts of different stuff. So I don't know that. I don't know what the. I know she's a doctor. I don't necessarily know that she's a psychiatrist. But I talk to her about any of those kinds of things today. She's the one that monitors my Vivitrol injection. So I ask her all any of the other stuff that I care to think of. she's the one that's the only doctor other than my neurosurgeon that I'll tell anything to. And, not in terms of my health, but I mean, with her, I'll tell them anything. And, my neurosurgeon said, telling me, you don't have to tell me stuff like that. I said, you have literally been inside my brain. I think you have the right. He says, well, I never thought of it that way. So, well, I did. A couple of times, even. In fact, I have to contact him. That's a good thing. I'm glad I just said that. I'll remember when I watch this. Gotta contact my neurosurgeon to get my medical card. What else happened today? I know I had a crap day, so I'm forgetting it for some reason. And I'm forgotten it for a reason. So it wasn't important, because if it was important, I would have fixed it. It's the kind of stuff I don't want to have to. No good's gonna come of it, kind of thing. For me or anyone else. I don't know what it is, and there's a reason I don't. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I know my day was off and bad and everything else, but tomorrow I'll forget it and I'll wake up, everything will be good. So I got that going for me, and it's almost dark. So I'm at the home run of the final series here. Just a little further to go. I did not know this. I was looking for land for my project. My project starts right here on the street, and it's going to involve building the carts, but all of it. But I'm going to move that's what I was looking for. It's hard to get any place established without a place that you're going to call home, so I got to build the house. So that's what I've been looking for, and I'm not satisfied with for what it's going to cost me to live in Santa Monica. I think it would take me the rest of my life, and I don't think even then I'd have this place straight. And they don't seem to mind it, so why bother? It's, when I was younger, I'd fight the problem. But, and I mean, they're working out getting me my SSDI, which I'll cover. That'll include both myself and my wife, so it'll be a sizable chunk of change. So I'm going to buy a big enough hunk of land that has, well, that's good, a river or a lake or a spring-fed pond. Something that'll constantly be full, because I need the irrigation, because I'm going to get my license to be a grower. I'm going to get my growers and sellers license. Eventually, this is my 6-year plan. But then I'm just going to build a basic guest cottage for me to stay in, to get everything else going. So get the land tied up, get a guest house, something that I like. I'm not going to throw it together. I'm going to put something that I would build for anybody else. And but that's how I'm gonna rent them out. So that when I have my farm, I'm gonna have a greenhouse, and I'm gonna have fields, and I'm gonna have rental units, and I'm gonna have units for people to grow in. So it'll be a nice little community. And when you come and stay in one of the houses, you get to go out and pick your own varieties right from the field or in the greenhouse. And we'll have the dryers right there, so I'm going to have at least 3 different kinds of dryers, all natural forms, sun, fire, and I'll come up with either probably a natural gas or a solar generated system, either electrical or like I said, solar boxes or something. There's a bunch of different ways to do it. I mean, tobacco's dried in big barns. I mean, big, huge, empty barns. And it's, I've never been inside one, but the way I've seen the drawings of them, and it's like shelves inside there, and they stack it. I imagine that somehow the shelves, it's probably some kind of thing that draws across or something like that, so that the air can circulate through. But that's what they do, is fill it all up with layers and layers of tobacco, and it goes in those things and air dries. I don't know what that's like. God knows, and I'm sure there's very few companies doing it that way today. But I know there are companies doing it, because I've driven through the Carolinas where it's all, and you can see the farms, and that's what those big barns are on the side of the road. And so still do it. I don't know. I doubt very much Philip Morris is doing it that way, but American Spirit probably is. And so I don't want it to be some big glamorous operation or anything like that. I'm 53 years old. I already told you, I know I'm never going to have a girlfriend or a wife. So what better way to have a constant flow of people that are going to be happy? And that's what I like. And if they're not happy, I'll just refund their money and say, have a nice day. This isn't your place. If you don't like that, you'll have to sue us. Please, go right ahead. I got all the time in the world. And that's how easy it'll be for me. And that's how I want it to be. And like I said, I want a river, because I'm going to go fly fishing. I'll have a fly shop, a whole little everything. And I'll get people to come in, and they'll be their own guides. They can have their own website attached to it, and I'll help them out with all of that, and just kick me back something so I can get some money out of it. I don't have to make a fortune, but I'm not going to give it to you either. So, we'll make a fair deal. I don't need the money. I'm not going to give it away. If you give it away, nobody will have any respect for it. So, it'll be a fair deal. And whatever you put into the pot, I'm going to take back out to make something else that somebody needs. So, when there's somebody that comes along and says, I want to live here, there's your business. This is what I expect for it. There's a house for you right over there. You can start building it. Well, I'll help you do it. That's what I want. And I'll do it. So, and I get all sorts of possibilities lurking in the financial world. So, I'm not worried about it. It's just a matter of time for me to do it. And I've got another at least year here. And because once I get approved for housing in California in your town, that's what you get approved for. So when I go to wherever I want to go, it's going to be hard pressed to find a place that has a San Francisco. I mean, I've seen this sheet. San Francisco, Malibu, Beverly Hills, San Diego, Santa Monica, Delray Beach. Those kinds of places are on that list. And but once you get into one, it takes forever. That's why they've made it so difficult to get that housing, that most people aren't willing to wait for it. I don't care. So once I get it, that's what they'll pay for my housing. And I can use it however I want. So I don't have to throw it to rent. I can throw it into a mortgage payment or anything. So, and they'd prefer it as a mortgage payment. So it's guaranteed money. I'm gonna get approved for that in a second, and they'll send the check right to them. That's why. I mean, it's guaranteed money. So. Anyway, and that's why I say I'm going to make my cottage, that's the one that I'm going to use and get approved for. That's the only person I ever want living in it anyway. So I can make it with all of the luxuries I want, and then just put the rent. I have to pay 30% of the rent. So whatever the number is, plus 30%, I'll make that the rent. There's nothing illegal with it. Like I said, they'd rather me have the opportunity or chance to own a home. So, and I mean, I'm going to build it. So I'm going to have equity in it before I'm finished already. So I already talked to them about it. So that's a no-brainer. Oh, anyway, yeah, this is good. 23 minutes to almost 25. Yeah, the other number right in the middle. Yeah, I know I'm an idiot. So have a good night. Smile. Be happy. And honestly, I always say it, but it is contagious. You'll be far better off for doing it. Have a great night. Bye-bye.